Greetings, everybody. I hope you're all well. This is what episode are we on? This is Real Talk episode number 23. And thanks so much for joining me today. We shall wait for just a moment for some folks to pop in because it's just now 8:30. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Kim. The Razor Company, Jason, hello. Thank you, sir. We'll announce a giveaway here shortly. Shade Mercantile, hello. Naked City, hello. Appreciate you all joining this evening. Art, hello. 3 away from a year. Not too far. We're keeping it going. Let's see if anybody's available to add yet. Let's see if Nate is on. Nate seems like he might be a timely guy. Request for Nate first. BBS Live, Nate. Chave 11, Art, I think we saw. Mel. Hello, Mel. I think Nate is popping in. We always expect David to be a little bit late. There's David, so I'll wait for Nate to join us, and then we'll add David after that. Sorry for the delay. It always takes a little bit to get folks on. There's Nate. Hello, Nate. I have a request here. David send a request. What account will Mel be?
He's going to be MellyMel 2020.
He's got several different accounts, or at least 2.
He does.
I'm seeing.
He does.
Let me see if I can. Now I don't have a box to add Mel. Hopefully he can request because my box went away.
I desperately need a shave. I'm looking at myself and I look like 3 or 4 shades darker with all this just scruff. Good Lord.
Hey, Chris, if you go up in the top left where it says Real Talk, will it give you? Does it give you that where you can add?
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
There's MellyMel 2020. Thank you, folks.
God.
Taking just a moment. Hello, Raza. Hello, Magic Mike. MellyMel joined. It says, there's Mel. Hey, Mel. How you doing, my man?
Thought we were underwater.
How's everybody doing this evening?
Great.
Very nice. Very nice.
I am doing great, but now I'm doing even better to see you guys.
Yes.
Likewise. Do you have any beverage this evening?
Yes. I am going with Old Tub. May I say this is a great budget friendly? I get this for $17 in Pensacola, so that's pretty good.
What is that, David? You're holding up? Looks like 40 or something.
Well, it's a big can of Estrella Jalisco. This is their mango Michelada. I'm not a big Michelada drinker, but it's been in the fridge for a while, so it's a shame to waste.
Nice.
Magic Mac, J Mac. What is up, everybody?
Mel
is Stella Artois Solstice Lager, which I like a lot.
Nice. Mel, I'm assuming you finished your Woodford Reserve Double Oak like months ago?
Yeah.
I still have mine. So I'm going with that. I can't do 100 proof. From last night. I need to do second lower.
Yeah. Oh, we got Pastor's Pharmacy here. All right. New York City now.
I cannot listen to the bourbon drinker being so goddamn soft.
Hey, I'm not soft, but when you're hungover, it's hard to drink the next day.
Hey, dude, drinking is the best remedy for a hangover.
You know what?
Hey,
yes, that's correct.
Quick announcement.
The best hangover remedy would be a Bloody Mary. Just throwing it out there. So,
I like a good Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Art Jay says, you know the drill. Art, she's doing fine. Art, she's doing great. I woke up a couple of days ago.
Tonight, I just wanted to announce there will be a giveaway, or actually 2 giveaways. One for the both courtesy of the Razor Company, who's always, supporting everybody. It's going to be for a set of Esperanza de Luz.
Oh, nice.
Set from Shannon Soaps from Razor Company is giving that away, and a $20 gift card. So we'll do that a little bit later. Let us not forget.
Junior and his constant disrespect. He's in the comments saying that he forgot we're going live. It's just unacceptable for one of our buddies like that to just be forgetting about what we're doing. I don't like that.
You can't forget. You're freaking under 30, man. How could you forget?
True.
It does. It really hurts me here when Junior does these things.
Thankfully, I got skin like leather, so it don't bother me.
And don't worry, Mel. You forget everything anyway, so in 5 minutes you won't even remember the disrespect.
Mel.
Okay. So enough shenanigans to start. There'll be plenty of time for shenanigans. Let's get into the shaving part, because last time we were on, they were like, I'm surprised you didn't talk about shaving, but I thought we did. But anyway, let's get into it. We talked
some shaving. That's crazy to say we didn't. We talked shaving.
Blackland era. I'm presuming that you have all heard of this by now, or at least Mel, I don't know. Mel, have you had time to hear?
Yeah,
you haven't heard about this?
Mel knows what it is. He's.
Oh yeah, I do.
He looked totally clueless. He had no idea what we were talking about. It was a question mark. He had no idea.
Yep.
Well, what are your thoughts? I just wanted to ask each one of you, starting with Nate. What do you think about it?
I think it's awesome. I'm not really in the market for a DE razor, but that would be really cool to have. And it's pretty affordable. I think it was $85. That's not bad. It's going to be tough not to pull the trigger on that.
Mel?
I'm done with razors, but that one intrigues me. For one, it's 3D and stainless steel and black.
Lies.
Now you know why he's done with DE razors? Because he's into straight razor shaving now, baby. Straight razor shaving is taking over. That's it. Max Sprecher, prepare yourself. Mel's gonna order soon.
Hey Max, if you're watching, give me a discount, please.
Give you a discount.
Hey, so finish your thought, Mel. I'm sorry.
I'm definitely intrigued. I want to get in. I don't have a shaving object with 3D, and this would be a great way to get into 3D shaving products. And I've always liked Blackland. My favorite Blackland razor is the Vector, so why not? Yeah.
David?
I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it. People have been talking about it. We've been in rooms talking about it. I have not looked at it yet. I struggle to use DE razors in general because I get so involved with the straight razors. I am yet to see a 3D printed razor that I think is good looking. So I have to check it out because they're
this one is good looking, David.
This one is steel. It's good looking. Sharing my thoughts, it's a completely new thing. Potentially a game changer, because I watched some of Shane's interview with Latherhog John, and his ability to ramp up production, and he's going to offer multiple plates. It's going to be competitive price wise with the carved brass, $75, and his ability to produce them should be the way he talked. Keep them in stock. And it looks good. It's the one I saw was black. It's a good looking razor, so I'm excited about it. It's something completely new that hasn't been done before, and for me, I think it's pretty exciting.
It really doesn't look 3D printed either.
No,
I don't think so. Yeah, it
really.
Yeah,
just looks like a stainless steel safety razor.
You usually have an iPad with you. Do you have access to that? Maybe pull up a picture, because I have not seen it yet.
Let me get my iPad.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Because I would like to see it. I haven't bothered to look at it. Shame on me, I know, but I have not.
Yeah, it's good looking, or at least from what I've seen, it's good looking, and I like things like that where people are doing something a little bit different and just sort of trailblazing, so to speak. So I would definitely congratulate Shane from Blackland, and going way outside the box and bringing something, as far as I know, is completely new. So it's pretty awesome. Yes, Justin, it is 3D printed and it is stainless. Watch Latherhog's podcast with Blackland, Shane, and his last one. He'll talk about it. It's amazing to hear him say how it's produced. It's incredible. It's really amazing technology.
Thank you, Shady. I really appreciate that.
Shady, did Shady finally arrive?
Oh, Shady is here, and he's already paying tribute to me. I love that guy.
Well, thank goodness for that.
So,
we got a man crush on you, man.
The pictures are kind of
not good. Dark. It looks dark.
Oh yeah,
as shit.
I don't like that picture. That's not a good picture.
No, it looks good to me.
I'm trying to zoom in.
It's hard to see it on the iPad. Yeah.
I will say that right off the bat, it doesn't look like a 3D printed razor.
No,
that
it
looks
doesn't.
like an actual
doesn't.
regular safety razor with some actual style to it. So
Yes.
that is pretty tempting. And if it's under $100,
Yeah.
I may get it just for the sake of trying it out because that makes it affordable. It's at least attractive. You know, shit got to look good in the shave of the day photos.
Oh, yeah.
That's a must.
I would say it looks more like aluminum than 3D printed, if anything. And the fact that it's stainless steel is really cool. So
I could do that. I could do that.
Yeah.
Definitely looks nice. Pour a little brewski here. Okay, so some of the viewers wanted to know, Mel, how the straight razor shaving, I should say, is coming along. We saw your last video, and I actually did a count somewhere. I think you did 9 frag videos and 2 shaving videos since our last conversation. And so, you know, we did see it. You threw in a couple just to keep us off your back, but how's it going so far?
I am thoroughly enjoying it. I feel like I'm a new I feel like I'm new to wet shaving again. So like that, my love for wet shaving is even more. I didn't think it was going to be like that again. So I feel like a brand new wet shaver again, doing the
Born again
journey. And I get to ask so many questions to Nate, David, Magic Mike, and man, I appreciate those guys for answering my questions. But yeah, I'm just enjoying my journey more now. I didn't think that was gonna be possible.
I'm glad that you haven't bothered to ask David Gonzalez for any straight razor shaving advice, because Lord knows, I mean, he wouldn't be a guy who would maybe shaved for a long time with a straight razor. He said, who did he say? He said Nate and Mike, didn't he? Didn't he say that, David?
I think he's even asking Robert Kamara for advice too, dude. I'm just totally, I'm just totally left out.
David showed me how to strop. We had a video discussion, and him and Magic Mike actually.
So what about you, Nate? You've jumped into it over the last couple of months.
It's great. I think I told most of you guys I did a few DE face shaves, and like I was like, they were fun, but when you get back to straight razor shaves, it's not, it's a different experience, and it's just fun. So people want me to shave my head with a straight razor. That's not going to be happening because I do appreciate my DE still. So
you should at least try it, though. You should at least try it, get it out the way. Come on, Shady has been shaving for all of 5 minutes with the straight razor, and he pulled it off, dog. I think you got to at least see. Maybe you'll enjoy it.
I think I might be scared that I might enjoy it, and then I'll never use DEs again, which I can't have that.
Look at Shady's comment.
What is it?
Thank God that don't show up on the replay.
So I'll give you my thoughts. What I found were the first number of them were a little bit stressful because they're just not used to it. And then somewhere along the line, say 30 or so, I started really enjoying it. And say 30 to 100, I really didn't want to use anything else. And so much so that I told David and other people, I don't see myself buying any Ds. But then after I continued and continued and continued, it leveled off to where I'm like, okay, I enjoy that. And then I started using my DEs more, and then I realized I still like my DEs just as much as the straights. So when I was trying to learn each day, I think you just have that sort of thing where I got to learn. And then once you do sort of settle down, you're like, okay, I'm not afraid of it. It's going fine. I know how to do it. Then I found that I could still rotate my DEs back in and enjoy them. Before a time, I had no desire to do a DE shave at all for a couple of months, but I did it. But I thought, man, it felt really, really easy compared to straights. And I think what you'll find is if you go back to a D and do a DE shape, it'll feel like autopilot. Like, wow, this is easy.
I think that's the part of it. I think that's the part of it I don't like. I like to be able to have some thought with it. I like actually practicing a skill. DE shaving, great results. I love the end result. But the process just isn't enjoyable because it is pretty mindless. You could get through it without much fuss, any thought. I actually like the process. As long as I've been straight razor shaving, I still have to use some thought. I have to use some caution when I'm using it. I enjoy that.
Okay. Well, Did you have something else, Nate? I'm sorry.
Nope. I'm just agreeing.
I wanted to show you all something that this is relatively new also. This is above the tie. Just got this today. This is also something new, and you guys tell me if you've ever heard of any razor that this is a slant razor, but it's Artist Club.
Yeah, John,
Oh, wow.
John was using that. I think he had a video of him using
He does.
that. Yep.
This is Artist Club slant razor. To my knowledge, that is the first Artist Club slant razor, as far as I know. I don't recall ever having seen one up to this point. So when I saw this, I was like, wow, I like Artist Club style razors. I love the Vector. And I bought this one, and I had a conversation with Mariah, who's now Stan's daughter. Mariah is now the CEO of Above the Tie, and her husband, Matt, are running the company. So I had a conversation with her. And in fact, on the next Real Talk show, they've agreed to join us for Real Talk. So I don't think anybody's ever, that I recall, had a conversation with Above the Tie, or at least since Stan left. And so that should be an interesting conversation about what they're doing at Above the Tie. And,
have you shaved with it yet?
No, I just got it today, so I will shave with it in the morning. That video will go up on Sunday. One of the things I really liked when I was unboxing it is they included this envelope, and in the envelope, it had a polishing cloth and like 4 or 5 of those washers.
Oh.
Which I think is a really nice touch. That sort of thing for me, I just like it. And it comes in the regular Above the Tie, excellent packaging. It's got the cutout. And you can even put it's got a cutout for another razor in there and blades. It's pretty awesome. I was impressed with the packaging and presentation. And this one was, I think, it was $169, I think, which is kind of below the premium price.
Yeah.
Whoa. John Perry, one of the main guys over at Razor and Brush, has joined us. What's up, John? I just had to shout you out, dog. I don't think I've ever seen John pop in on one of our lives, man. So it's exciting to have you, John. Thanks for popping in, man.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm interested to try this, and I expect it will be nice. I do like Artist Club style razors. And I'll just let everybody know, again, if you are going to buy the Above the Tie, you can use IAMCDB as a discount code. Mariah sent that to me, and it does help out my channel, but I'm not asking you to buy anything. But if you do, it's 10% off. Use just IAMCDB. So if you're going to buy something from Above the Tie, save yourself a little money. So.
Dude, I think it's such a shame what happens to companies like Above the Tie and Timeless, because they're readily available. You could go on anytime. They have full stock. We don't seem to show them any love. We act like, because it's not rare, that they don't perform as good as everything else. I still have a Above the Tie R2.
Yep.
It shaves just about as good as absolutely anything.
It does.
The fit and finish is absolute top notch.
Yeah.
But we just fall in love with shit that's hard to get. And again, we'll pay fucking obscene prices for shit that works like everything else. It's just wild to me. So I appreciate companies like Above the Tie. I'm glad you got something from them. I probably wouldn't try this razor just because I hated their slant. That slant was probably one of the most miserable razors ever. But their basic offerings, their traditional offerings, I should say, are amazing.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, I saw a comment from Magic Mike. Is it just a slant, or because the blade doesn't really flex much? So it's hard to believe.
I don't know if you could torque I don't think you can torque
just
Artist Club style blade, but we'll see when I put the blade in. I haven't loaded the blade yet, but I'm excited to try it. It's an interesting, again, it's somebody doing something new in a place where it's hard to do something entirely new. So I certainly appreciate that from Above the Tie. And I just used my H1 yesterday, and I loved it. It was, and it made me think that the same thing that David said is what I thought. Man, this razor shaves really nice, but I don't grab for it as much as I do my others because, the new stuff is sexier looking maybe, or you just, but I'm really excited about trying that one. So that should be fun.
The H1 is still, I love how this shaves. The blade feel, just
me
how
too.
It's a great razor. I forget about it too. I have other razors that are just kind of like that flashy, kind of what David was saying, how even Timeless I use more.
Yeah.
So, and it's a newer razor for me, so it makes sense.
The Timeless Slim is amazing. I love that.
Timeless Slim is great. But yeah, this is great. Don't forget, and again, I've said it before, don't forget about Above the Tie on some of my lives because.
And I think it is kind of a lot of some of it's on us, like shame on us, because we have a tendency to forget about the stuff too. And as content creators, let's face it, we can kind of drive the community in certain directions.
Yep.
And we kind of push them off to the side as well. So it's kind of like fucking shame on us for kind of forgetting about them for no good reason other than the fact that there's no reason. One thing I would like to see from them is I would love to see a high polished version.
They do now offer. They are offering. Yeah, they have a brush finish. They have a satin finish, and they do have polish now. And if you go to their website, they have a chart on aggression and blade gaps and stuff of razors. It is comprehensive. So if you want to compare like a Razor Rock Lupo to they got this big chart.
That's right.
Very, very nice. Also, they have a chart because they do offer their Pro series, which some of that is made in China. So I think part of the thing they got hit for was they started making lower cost razors in China, but it is part of a separate line. And they identify everything that's made in the U.S. versus China. And this here is made all in the United States. So if it is made in China, it will say so. And so they're not outsourcing everything to China. I think that's sort of something that fell on them that probably was unfair because they have a line of razors that are lower cost for that purpose.
Well, it's a responsible thing as business owners to offer an affordable option. Mm-hmm. Like I appreciate that more. And it's impossible to produce something in America for that inexpensive. It just doesn't happen. Nobody's doing it. You can't find an example of an American-made razor that's $70. It just doesn't happen.
It's mighty difficult. Yeah. I got to ask now, how is the Duo barrel proof coming along? What's going on with that?
It is. It's in the works right now. Mel and I just agreed on the scent. Go ahead, Mel.
Yes, we agreed today on the set. Nate got his 2 days ago. I got mine today. And we went with the number 17.
17.
And I must say the scent is beautiful. It's stronger.
But not too strong.
Let me go back 1 second.
Can't be too strong for me.
Let me go back.
From a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 5.5 to 6.
Let me go back a second, just because this will air on YouTube, and maybe some people might not have seen BBS Live, which BBS Live airs on the weeks opposite our show on Thursday night at 9 Eastern, 8
p.m. Central, baby.
Yeah,
9 Eastern, in other words. That's the main thing.
Nobody understands what Central is. I watch every episode of fucking BBS Live, and I still can't answer the question on when it starts.
8 Central, 9
Eastern is the key.
6.
And then
Pacific.
So explain what the Duo barrel proof is, because some people may not know.
Mel, do you want to take it, or do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead, Nate.
All right, so I will say getting to the actual soap, because this is going to be the second release of this soap, but getting to the first batch, which was just the Duo, and we were working with Heather last March on creating a scent, and the scent was going to be bourbon, oak, and sandalwood. And we were working with her all through the summer on that, and the release was Halloween, and it was definitely mixed reviews on that. And we know, Chris, David, you both got it. You were not big fans of it.
Just the low scent was it?
It was lower scent. It was in her new vegan base, and actually she corrected her vegan base now.
Don't forget Junior.
Thank you. Yeah, Junior too. Sorry. And she corrected her vegan base right now, but I think a lot of the YouTubers were pushing to get a do-over of it. So Heather was down to do that, and so we created the Duo barrel proof, kind of ripping on the first go and saying that this is going to be completely different. We got different artwork from Raza, who crushed it.
Raza's a bad man. Raza's a bad dude.
Yes.
What's your favorite label? No, never mind. Go ahead.
And so we're keeping with the bourbon, oak, and sandalwood, but the scent is completely different. It's stronger. It's really nice, and that's this 17 version 17 is what we're going with, and it's just we really enjoy it. We really felt bad about the last one, and we wanted to really make it right for people that spent their money on the first one, and so we're hoping that this is going to be better, which we're thinking it will. So
yeah, I think it will.
Sure will. Well, yeah. I'm glad to hear it's. When do you think it might be hitting? If you had to take a guess at it.
So Heather was upset with us because this version 17 has this sandalwood that she got from Sean at Chateau Lux, or however you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Because Chateau Lux, they're known for their fragrances.
Yes. And apparently this sandalwood has like 16 different fragrances just in the sandalwood. And so she doesn't have any of those ingredients. She has to get them from Sean. So she's going to order those ingredients. They'll come in. She'll make it. The label's are already pretty much done. Just has to print those out. So she is thinking latest mid-May, but hopefully earlier. So.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, Mr. Barbas and others.
I know, Barbas. I know Mel and I will probably be doing some giveaways on BBS Live for a set. We probably will order probably 4 sets.
I'll do one giveaway on BBS Live. Nate will, and I'll do one on my YouTube channel as well.
Cool. So, yeah, we're really excited. And, even though the scent isn't going to be fucking, oh, can we swear? Sorry. Yeah, we can swear. David swears all the time.
I don't think I have used any profanity all this episode.
Early on, maybe one, but you've been on good behavior.
I'm behaving myself.
So even though the scent is not going to be this 9-10 on the scale, even though the scale is, scale is different for everyone, it's going to be a good mid 5.5, 6, and it smells great.
I think the best way to describe the scent strength, because I was able to smell one of the samples, and you said this one's slightly bumped up. So I think it's safe to say that it's a solid medium. You won't get anybody that say it's light. It'll be on the mid-medium, upper echelon of medium. You know, I would say.
Yes, and it's just got the very good bourbon wood, and actually on the list it's bourbon, oak, and sandalwood. But this time the sandalwood is taking over the oak a little bit, and
the sandalwood's like the main player on this.
It really.
I love that.
The sandalwood gives it this. We explained last night, but it gives it this.
David, I know you love sandalwood like me. You're gonna love the sandalwood, man.
Oh, it gives it this rich note, and it's inviting. I will say it's like a very. It's
nice. like a bright sandalwood.
Yeah.
Sandalwoods are usually not bright, but this one's like a bright sandalwood. It's lovely.
It's good.
Well, Mel, if you would have got the soap I just released, you would have smelled a little bit of a bright sandalwood.
Mel didn't get it?
Oh, no, Mel shot it down and then acted like he didn't know what I was talking about.
What?
Yeah. So Mel's
She's 38?
Yeah, she's 38. So, yeah, David asked Mel if he wanted it, and Mel's like, "No, man, I got too much stuff."
I remember now.
When it was coming out.
No, he doesn't.
No, Mel was
he doesn't remember. He don't remember shit.
I didn't know you were coming out with the soap. Mel, what? Well,
and David was like, "Hey, Mel, I'm coming out with the soap. It's got my face on it. Not interested."
Yeah, no.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, Mel doesn't have it. Otherwise, we could have had 4 squares. But
gosh, Mel.
Darn it, Mel.
Who knows? There could be another batch, right? Possibly.
It looks likely
I'm
that there's
getting
going to be
lots of comments asking for it on the YouTube video for today. So, David, do you have any plans while we're talking about it?
So what I'm thinking is going to happen here, because I don't want to just order another 20, because they come in batches of 20 plus, slightly over. I don't want to do 6 orders. Not that many people will want it. We just don't know. But what I'm thinking about doing is I opened up a SoSharp Limited email address, and anybody that is interested there, Hopefully you guys would help pass that word along, because with all the videos you guys
What's
have
the
done,
email address?
Oh yeah.
it's either, I think it's SoSharpLimited@gmail or SoSharpLTD@gmail.
Oh, just get it to us at some point.
Yeah, we'll do it, and hopefully you guys could just kind of add it to some descriptions or help spread the word, so I could just get a one time, maybe like a week, do have people do requests, and then I can order appropriately from there for the second run. And yeah, because the back and forth, all the people messaging you and me and other people, it's just gonna get a little bit chaotic every time we do a release and shit. So I'm thinking that's probably gonna be the route that I'll go.
Andre from Lancaster missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got my Lancaster towel.
Yeah. Oh.
And just so everybody knows, because again, people are asking, like Chris or other people when they post a thing. So this was just a little bit of a project that I did for my buddies. I really wanted the scent, and I wanted to share it with the guys that I'm closest with. So the guys that I talk to, most of the people that got the soap are people that I talk on a daily basis, except for Mel, because he refused me. But so the people that got it are like the closest. Not that I don't have more buddies than that, but these are dudes that literally every single day, or probably 5 to 6 days a week, I'm talking to in some capacity. So those are the ones that got it. Also, my patrons, if you're a member of my Patreon on for YouTube, they got the offer as well. And so that's how that went. So again, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or go up against anybody, but this was just a fun project. I didn't know there was going to be that much interest in it, because it is a basic scent. There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles and hoopla. It was just a nice, enjoyable scent, something that I've always wanted. So a little bit more demand than I expected. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll just order what needs to be.
Yeah.
So I was seeing Andre's comment. Andre, just stay tuned, and we'll have an email address for the people who want it coming up whenever David figures out what that is.
Well, it's on my phone. I have it on my phone already, but if I exit out of here, I'm going to leave the show.
That's fine.
So.
We can figure it out later. It's no big deal. I got to ask Mel. There's a little bit of controversy going around. Some weeks back, possibly months, Magic Mike won a Trafalgar T3 brush. Somehow it's been forgotten.
Oh, shit, I forgot. Let me write that down. Mike. Magic Mike. I get so many. Damn, thank you. Hold on. I'm going to write it down this time. I do so many giveaways. Magic Mike. You know, you can message me anytime, boy. Tell that below, Mike. Remind me.
He did. He just went, Chris,
Yeah.
bring it up.
He didn't really bring it up. We were joking about it the other day, and I said, I'm gonna bring it up.
Well, this is how it came up.
Right here,
because Sefferton was asking me if I ever tried if I ever tried the Trafalgar T3, and I said no, I don't buy them. And Sefferton ended up sending me one, and that brought up the conversation. Mike was like, I would have tried it, but look at Razor Company did it right there, because I have emailed him from that. SoSharpLTD@gmail.com. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate it.
Hey, Ian, you might win, man. I'm going to get one right now on my channel.
If they do win, is it going to be like when Magic Mike won?
I'm
sorry, Magic Mike.
I told Mel to slow his roll with these giveaways.
Yeah.
And he's starting to do a better job. That was around the time where he was giving away like 5 things a week. So
yeah,
that's a lot.
I know.
Now he's just doing 2. So
maybe we can have Mel give away samples, because we need samples.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, bro.
Universally, the customers agree we need more samples in this hobby. We need them from artisans. We need them from vendors. Only David is like the only one who doesn't want samples.
I hate samples. They're piling up. I have the largest Ziploc bag in the known universe, just filling up with samples. I don't like using them. Loading from the bowl sucks. Bowl lathering sucks. I hate it. I hate everything about samples. I really do.
So I know we had this conversation with Heather last night about if you get a purchase from her, they typically throw in at least 1 sample. I know Moose Soaps does it. I know Shannon's typically does it.
Yep. Sterling does it a lot.
Sterling. I
3, 4,
wonder,
5, 2.
and then Peter's the one that I don't do samples. But
I'm not doing samples.
I wonder if Peter threw in one little sample of something different, if that would help. Because there again, I was telling Heather last night, there's at least 3 soaps that I have purchased because she did that.
I have purchased many from sample. In fact, I got one today with an order from First Line Shave, and it's a sale. What I talk about a little bit in one of the head shave videos upcoming, but the value of samples is, from my perspective, if you're an artist and you ask yourself, do you want people buying soaps they're happy with? Do you just want the money for that soap and then them get it and go, oh crap, I missed on that one? Because if you're like me, if you miss on a few, then you won't buy anymore until you get samples in the future, because you don't want to keep missing. And so when you give that sample or even sell it, I'm not opposed to at all. Like Maggart's offers them. Sterling offers great ones. Shannon's offers great ones. Just having them available is a service, because if people like it, they're going to buy it. And if they don't, you've kept your customer happy by not having, there's nothing worse than getting one and you just don't like it and you're like, oh, I got to give it away or flip it or something like that. And so to me, it's just something that keeps the customer happy. Although it is a pain and it takes time.
Right. Like
I think the problem is if Peter puts samples in his shipments, the odds are what the sample he puts in there is not going to be in stock.
You got a point there.
I will say it would actually, for me, like David, I don't want more samples because then they build up. I wish there was an option for like a scratch and sniff type of situation where they could just send it, scratch and sniff, you can smell it.
Oh, I like to use it.
But I feel like that would be better. I just want to know what it smells like. I don't need to use it because most likely I've used their product already. I know it's good. So
I don't have much regrets if I do buy something I don't like. Half of this shit I only used twice ever in history. So
Every
much stuff
time
comes in,
I
don't use it more than a couple times. Like literally, there's maybe 5 soaps in my den that have 5 uses on them. All the other ones have 1 or 2.
Right.
Wow.
To me, when you buy soap and don't like it, it hurts me to the core. I don't like it. It bums me out, and then I got to figure out how to get rid of it. And at least I don't usually buy the whole set if I'm not sure. Now, Shady buys the set, so now he's stuck with a splash he's got to get rid of too. That means double trouble. PAA offers the aftershave samples for 99 cents, which is a great offer too. But I just think it's one of those things where it allows people, especially if you're on a budget, so you don't have to just go buying blindly and missing. There's some brands that I will not buy from unless I have a sample because I've missed so many times. And
Barrister Man is one of them.
Well, the Barrister Man spring and summer scents, I'll take flyers on. But the fall or winter, that is all the time sample zone, must have sample.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
I will miss on those.
Oh God!
I love Barrister Man.
Sorry, ew.
So
but I must admit, lately I've been getting some Barrister Man hits after hit after hit. That reserve line, every one of them is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reserve. I love all the reserve lines. Yeah. The lavender is my favorite.
Well, aren't those kind of no-brainers because they're all kind of classic scents that we've probably smelled 55 times?
That formula is good too. I gotta say, I really like it. It's good.
As long as it's better than that damn Excelsior base.
I don't mind Excelsior either.
I hate that base. I really hate it. I need to try Soft Heart. I will get something in Soft Heart, but I really was disappointed in that Excelsior base. I will say this till I turn blue in the face. I would use their original fucking Barrister and Man base over that Excelsior base anytime.
Raza says, "What's your favorite night music or Rome?"
Hey, I don't know if you guys, some of you guys are old school. You guys are all old school. Uncle W just joined. I don't know if you guys remember Shavy with Uncle W. He just showed up in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, Uncle W, man, it's good to see you, homie. I wish you were still doing.
He's a Barrister Man. He used to say, "I'm using Barrister and Man."
Yeah, he loves Barrister and Man. It's not my jam, but dude, I miss shaving with Uncle W. Yeah. He's into his music now, but damn, I miss his shave videos. He was a YouTuber, shaving with Uncle W.
Yeah,
it's excellent. Eric,
He would
Eric, it's
mostly
good to
do
see you,
head
bro.
shaves and then tighten up his lines on the face. Sometimes talk about MMA. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's by the way, Raza said Rome versus night music. What's your fave? Magic Mike used night music, and he has a sample of Rome that I actually sent to Seth, and Seth didn't like it, so he sent it to Mike. And Mike said Rome is by far better than night music.
Yes,
it's not even
Rome
close.
is. I have tried Rome in the past.
Is better than night music. I have smelled Rome.
Anything's better than night music.
Night music. Oh God, dude.
Night music is terrible, man.
That's why it's called night music.
Like if I had
I bought it and I smelled it and I gave it away.
Dude, if I had a time machine, instead of like going to go save Abraham Lincoln, I'd go back in time and stop Will from creating night music.
Oh man.
Same.
Like, is that bad, bro? Like, sorry, Abe, you gotta go.
That's rough.
Will has to, Will has to be stopped.
That's hardcore, man.
Awful.
This is a cringy moment. This is one of those moments where I go.
Oh, Chris is scared of the backlash. Oh God.
No. For me, look, you can say anything you want. Did I like it? No.
The headline. The headline is going to be Chris and David want Will from Barrister and Man to die.
Yeah,
that's going to be the.
I will get.
That's going to be the headline.
Here's the thing, though. For every person that strongly dislikes it, you can find somebody that really likes it, like Little Ray, for example. So
he's the only one, though.
In the realm of sense, you just never know what people are going to like.
And one thing about Will from Barrister Man, he provides great customer service, because I was with him when he first opened up shop, and when I received the lime and I ordered something else, the packaging was crushed. He crushed the soaps. I told him about it, and he immediately sent me some new ones. So I will never forget the great customer service I had with Barrister Man. Back in the day, I believe it opened back in 2012 or 2013.
That's awesome. Yeah. The packaging is nice. The tubs are always nice. For me, those fall scents, those are risky for me. But
I agree, man.
He's one of them. He has an orange. I wish I could think of the name of it right now. That one is fantastic, but he's not making it. I really like it a lot.
What was it?
Nordost or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
I really like that.
That was really good.
It's good. It really is.
Mel's
okay, well,
as bad as Ray Pope's. I don't think Mel's audio is bad.
I haven't had a trouble hearing Mel.
I'm hearing Mel great, but I don't know. On to the next topic. SoSharpDavid 2.0. It went down.
Dude,
it went down.
Now this is going to be one topic that pisses me off, dude, because God damn it, I knew I shouldn't have sent you that goddamn edge. I said it in the video. It's not fucking right, but I'm fucking stupid, and I didn't want to delay the fucking soap package to go out any longer. And, dude, God. This ruined me yesterday, dude.
Here's the funny thing about it is I intended on making a joke. So on the first pass, and really on the first pass, it felt okay going down. And then I got to about here, and I was making a joke, and I was like, oh, SoSharpDavid. But then later, I was struggling, and I felt like Junior when he made that video. Like,
are you sure it wasn't your wrinkly-ass skin just kind of being a little finicky?
It wasn't my wrinkly-ass skin, no.
So, everyone, I probably have 4 or 5 edges from David. One finished on his J-net, a few finished on his conical, and they're some of the top edges I've used before. So, I don't know.
I want that 20K. I don't want that jank J-net edge.
I'm gonna send you something else. I'm gonna buy the Parker from Junior, and I'm gonna hone. I have a Parker myself. I'm gonna hone up some other stuff, dude. Because dude, you have no idea. It legitimately, when you told me about that yesterday, it ruined my day. And not being upset with you, because God damn it, I'd rather you be honest than bullshit. But God damn it, dude, it had a part of ruining my day yesterday. Dude. I was in a shitty mood. And oh god damn it, I hated it.
Dougie Fresh asked if somebody's making the Hot Pockets because he keeps giving beeps. I don't know, Doug. I'm not making Hot Pockets. I can tell you that. So
that's at David's end, I think. Yeah.
I gotta ask you all. Did you all happen to see? I saw Adam Simone from Leaf yesterday, and he tweeted a picture of the leaf and the twig on the Today Show, which I thought. I say this all the time. there is tremendous value in supply and leaf and these razors. Supply says that, I believe he says, it's either 7 or 8 out of 10 people that buy his razor have never used a traditional razor of any kind. And a lot of those people also happen on to soaps, brushes, because what they do is they hit YouTube and they start looking for videos. And who do they find? Traditional shavers. And so then they're like, what's with the soap? What's with the razor? There's tremendous value in leaf, twig, supply, in any of the companies that do a lot of marketing for that kind of stuff, because it brings people in. And every time I make a video, when I use one of them, somebody will go, hey, I came in on the leaf and now I'm using this and that. So I'm very happy for leaf to be getting that level of publicity, being on a morning, national show like that.
Well, I know the leaf, a lot of women are definitely getting into that, and how it's, no plastic. Like, that's the biggest thing that I see with the leaf is the no plastic. I mean, the supply, it's always like, oh, it's so easy to load, and I guess that's another no plastic type of thing, but that's what they really build themselves on with the leaf.
I got a leaf, and I use it on my head shapes on occasion, and if I'm in a rush, the leaf does perfect for me.
I like the crossover sort of, it was on the Today Show, Melody. And they had and actually it was about green products, and that's why it was there, because there's no plastic in it. So I think that's wonderful for everybody else in the hobby, and I kind of like that sort of thing. It's just anything that can grow the hobby, in my opinion, is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got another question. So I started a tag, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was 5 artisans with very specific categories. Very specific. 5.
Thank you for that tagging me, Chris.
5. This many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I see videos, and it's like, it's simple. I even wrote down the instructions, and I see the videos, and I'd say 30% of them are completely off. Dave Kelly picked like 27 artisans with 17 honorable mentions, and I'm like, no one can do, just follow the tag, just follow the instructions. Everybody's got to have 12, 13 extras. The whole idea was 5.
Chris, I am going to record my video because I was tagged by DK, and I haven't done a tag video in a while, so I'm okay with doing it. I promise you, it will be 5 soaps. I gotta go review your video again, because I don't artisans, because I don't remember the rules or whatever, the sentimental and all that bullshit.
One honorable mention.
Scent, 1 based on scent, 1 based on selection, 1 based on sentiment or your feelings, 1 on value, and 1 on performance. That's simple.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of those artisans you find can be in almost all those categories, because there's some great ones. And I was really glad to see a lot of people picking different ones. You had some that were in there all the time, like you would imagine, but I saw some picks that are really, really nice. But when I saw people that were completely out in left field, and I was like, what? How did that get that way? It's like that little exercise when you're a kid and the teacher has you whisper something in a circle, and 3 people over, the message is not the same as it's when it started. And I'm like, my goodness.
Shaving with Surge.
It's rough.
What else, Surge?
So I heard that Ken Shave 326 for his value soap picked
MDC.
Martin DeCondre.
Nah.
Hey, man.
You could.
You absolutely can justify it. And Nate, let me tell you, when I was working at Old Town Shaving, a couple, a man and woman, he would shave with it, and his wife would shave with it, her legs and whatever other body parts she does. That $65 soap, $70 soap will last a full calendar year.
It's hard as cement almost.
A full calendar year. They'd come every December to get a new puck. So
I understand his rationale, but that was a different take on value. I would say
different.
That. And if you're watching, I got love for you.
I don't know if anybody's ever calculated it out, but it really is so hard, and you can lather it with relatively little, that I am imagining it would be the equivalent of 5 or 6 soaps, probably, at least.
Yeah, dude, you're talking about, if they both use it, even if they use it maybe half the time, you're talking about almost 300 to 400 shaves on that puck between the two of them.
I don't. It's extremely hard, but I don't think it's triple milled. That's the thing about it. I don't believe it's triple milled, but there's some process they go through, and it is extremely hard.
I still wouldn't buy it. That's $65. I could buy Zingari, Moon soaps.
Yeah, for those of us that have 100 soaps, it's foolish because again, we don't use it very often. Exactly. But for somebody that's just using it for the sake of shaving, it's a product, dude. Again, what's $70 divided by 12?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I'd rather I could use that $60 and buy other artisans, man.
True.
Yeah, it is. I like the Fougere scent because no one has really replicated that one. But it's, quality wise, compared to what they make today, it's, it'll get the job done, but it doesn't, for me, make a really nice, enjoyable lather. But it lathers well. No. Now, I do want to congratulate that we were joking around earlier, and it was funny. I want to congratulate Moon Soaps on having yet another Moon Soaps week. At this point, Moon Soaps has had more tribute weeks than they have soap scents. So congratulations on Moon being the most beloved brand.
Hey,
I love Moon Soaps. Melody and Zach. They always participate in all the social media.
Yeah, they
do. Man,
yeah.
I love them, man.
Hey, but I don't know when this. How many artisan themed weeks have we done so far? Is this our fourth or fifth?
I don't know.
Because we did
third or fourth.
PAA,
A&E, Moon Soaps.
So are you about to announce right now that you're going into next week with another Moon Soap week as well? Is that what we're about to do?
No. I don't know. Mel doesn't tell me. He tells me maybe late.
He's
Saturday
keeping it a secret.
I tell Nate last minute.
Yeah.
When are we having Melody and Zach on here? I want Melody and Zach. We all know how much I love their stuff.
I have asked them. That request is in. I'm talking to Melody about. We just have to schedule. So that will, if they agree, that will definitely be. She tentatively agreed. We just haven't set a date. So
here we are. I'm putting public pressure on it now. Make everybody uncomfortable.
Oh, I bet they're down though.
Yeah, they will.
They'd be down.
Brandon, there will not be an ARCA week. I do have ARCA on my den. Brandon, I can't do ARCA week, man.
You got to do ARCA week. Got to do a classics week, Mel. Come on.
No.
What?
That's the other thing they did. That's the other thing they did on the 5 artisans for life. They go, I got to put the classics in. That's not artisan.
Yeah.
Classic artisan. Like, that's not part of the tag. Dang. No.
Right.
Follow
Thank you, Marion, for tagging me, by the way.
Frustrating. Yeah. We're tagging Mel in all of them from now on.
Hey, Chris, you actually forgot to mention to the people in the audience to, I don't know, the question box is still there, right? People submit some questions. We'll catch them. Do we have the question box?
Oh, it should be there.
There's no question box no more?
No, I don't see anything question box. So if you do have a question, just type it because I do not see.
The question box stayed for us last night.
Yeah, it's still missing. It's been kind of janky the last couple of times for some reason. Okay, so let's get on to the next one. What are your favorite underappreciated brands? So talk about somebody that maybe doesn't get the respect that you think they deserve. Starting with David, because we've been going with Mel and Nate first. Favorite unappreciated brand, or underappreciated, I should say, not unappreciated.
Underappreciated brand. Man, that's an excellent question. I'm not even fucking sure.
You can't say Shannon's anymore.
You know what? I'd actually have to say probably Hub City Soaps.
Yeah,
Hub City Soaps. Their formula matches up with damn near anybody. It gives you absolutely everything you want, and you just don't see it talked about as much as I would like. Because Hub City, it delivers, man. I did have the one issue with the fragrance, which I wasn't shocked about because I've had issues with the similar fragrance before. But in terms of performance and all the other scents that I've had with them are fantastic. But it's absolutely goes toe-to-toe with almost anything that's out there.
Okay, Mel?
I'm going, I'll have to agree with you on Hub City. And I got to go back with my
Mike's
Natural Soap. They're not sexy, but they do the job. And I
And of course, Mel's gonna have 15 soap. Mel's gonna have 15 soaps.
Well, I said favorite. I didn't limit that one to one choice. So.
Hey,
Mike's
dude,
Hub City and Highland Spring soap.
I will say I agree with the Mike's Natural, but is Mike's Natural self-inflicted? Because he does have those. It's fantastic. I think their soap recipe was ahead of its time.
It was.
But that label is fucking ridiculous. It's stupid. And it took him up until like 6 months ago to get plastic tubs. So is it his own fault that they don't appreciate it? I don't know. I'm just throwing out a number. But look at that fucking label. It's embarrassing.
Nate.
All right, so I'm gonna have soap, and then I'm gonna have brush makers. So I'll say this could be
deviating.
This could be
go ahead.
Like Mike's.
Well, I did say artisan, so
yeah, I'll say Cooper and French does not get any love, but that again, they don't really promote like Mike's Natural much, but they make an excellent scent. Yes, they're a Minnesota brand, which I really like that. But this soap is really good.
It's wild. It's wild because they got the law firm name. The two names, Ariana Evans, Barrister Man. They got the law firm name. That's the key, people.
Yep.
But you know,
dude, you gotta remind me.
Yeah,
you got to remind me to pick that up. You have to remind me because I love that new label too. I have one of their old soaps and the old label was hideous, but that's a classy looking label and their performance is really good. You got to remind me to get that.
Yeah, and then I'm going international with these brush makers because
don't say it.
There's one international brush maker that gets all the love, which is Leonitum. But these two brush makers.
Oh.
Is that Black Anvil?
Riva and Black Anvil.
We've already seen him calling Riva the top 3 in the game. Shady.
This brush is.
That looks like a El Druida or whatever that's called.
I like the Black Anvil though.
I'll put this up with top 5.
I love wood brushes. I love wood brushes. I like the texture he's able to add to it. The Riva brushes are good. And again, this is me being shallow as shit. The coins on the Riva brushes are hideous.
Yes. But the fact that we're more higher priced ones, but he's putting in that Riva with the gold in there. It's pretty sweet. And his is really good too. He doesn't get love.
I don't know. I like the Black Anvil better.
Yeah, Black Anvil is good too. Black Anvil's really good.
Yeah.
That knot looks good. That knot looks really good.
Yeah. Leonitum is good.
I'm a brush hoe, man.
But quality, those two brushes are up there with Leonitum. Maybe even better than Leonitum.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to say
real talk.
Strike Cold Shave. I think probably doesn't get quite as much. And he has a very good soap. He's got some very good scents. Cold River Soapworks is still out there.
Oh, you bring it way back.
Very, very excellent soap that's still great. And those two come to mind. And there is, another one that is getting attention. It's picking up now, but it's not quite. First Canadian. Every time I use First Canadian,
Canadian is bomb.
The First Canadian base is as good as anything else.
Yeah.
And I know all the Canadians, they've been on it for a long time. And like I said in 2 or 3 videos, at first when I heard it, I was like, oh, maybe they're excited because it's Canadian. Then I tried a number of them. I'm like, this is really legitimately, this runs with anything as far as I'm concerned. So it is getting a lot of attention now, especially since it's now in the Razor Company, which I'm glad they're picking them up because they're selling pretty well, I think, out of there as well. And
I got to get them 40s, man. I always miss out.
Speaking of Razor Company, let's go ahead and let's do the first giveaway, which is for the and thank you, Jason, Razor Company. Esperanton de Luz. This is the set from Shannon's. And this is for giveaway, courtesy of the Razor Company. And here is how. Now, we're going to have to do this in a way. Whoever we see and agree on, whoever we see first and agree on. Not who the audience sees, but who we see first will be the winner on this.
I feel like I feel like we're all going to see different different orders though. It seems like that happens all the time.
Well, majority will rule, and if you don't win, stop being a fucking crybaby. It's free shit. Like,
right.
Not like you're getting fucking robbed for something you paid for.
Right.
So earlier tonight, the razor company put up a picture of a soap by K-Shave Works that they're going to be coming out with. What is the name of that soap? The first person who we see that gets it.
The amount of people that's watching is going to drop down to like 10 because everybody's going to go look.
Oh, for shade, Dave. What's up, my brother?
The first person we see gets it. What will it be? Who will it be? And I will call them out as soon as I see it in the comments. Oh, Art,
I got
Bitter Peach.
Yep.
Do you got?
I got that too. I got Peachy Peach.
Yep. Art wasn't the one.
I got Art too.
Bitter Peach by K Shave Works is the soap that he posted tonight, and it had a nice looking label on it. So that's what you can look forward to from the razor company. So Art, congrats, you will be winning. And Art, I am one of us, and we'll get the information to Jason for the Shannon's. This is a nice, fresh, clean, aquatic scent. To me, in the tradition of sort of Acquadigio. And by the way, some people had some questions about the base on this. Shannon's has their basic formula, which for me is excellent. They have this formula, which is Chupacabra now. That's the goat's milk. And then they have the Rest-Built Reserve, which is their premium top-level formula. All are good. But this is a nice soap, and I enjoyed using that. So thank you, Razor Company. And we do have a $20 gift card.
Thank you,
We'll
Jason.
be giving away just in a little bit. We'll give that away just a little bit. I don't have any question prepared for that. So we'll have to ad lib and just figure something out on that one. So
I just want to make a comment. Art Chase, I appreciate you, brother, just for always supporting Videos Live and my channel and everybody else in the West Shaving community, man. Art, you need to do a YouTube video, man. We need to interview Art one day.
Well, I got to say, Mel, Art told me that if he didn't see more shaving videos, he was unsubscribing from your YouTube channel. So it might be short-lived, that support. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, here's where I wrote down Mel had 9 fragment videos and 2 shave videos. We already covered that. The next thing that we want to do is do the announcement, because there's a big announcement of some new people going to YouTube. Really big. I did not see this coming. Severton Shaves coming to YouTube in May, and Nate, Low Scent Skeleton.
No, that's not happening. Who told you that?
He got all happy. He's like,
I heard it.
No.
I've heard it.
No. I thought it was Magic Mike.
No.
Severton Shaves on YouTube. Check him out.
It was Severton Shaves and Low Scent Skeleton.
No.
Oh, man.
No.
You're telling me this is fake news?
Yeah, this is fake news for sure. Fake news.
Man, I was looking forward to that. Well, since Mel wasn't going to do very many shaving videos, you would pick up some of that slack.
Well, no. So Severton Shaves is already on YouTube. Yeah,
he's been on there for a year now.
He's on his 50th video.
Let me ask you guys, what are you looking forward to that's coming up? Soap, razor, brush, anything. You got anything you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to, if you're not a part of...
Andre said your hand went down real quick when I said Nate.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to, of course, the barrel proof, but of course. But if you're not a part of Lather and Blade, become a part of Lather and Blade, because Peter's making a Lather and Blade soap and set soap and aftershave that sounds awesome. David is actually working with Peter on the scent, and that is going to be awesome.
I do have an update on that real quick, though. Peter should have the first draft of the scent out to me either this weekend or early next week. The first draft is finished. And if I like it, that'll be the final draft. We'll move forward to it. If there's some tweaks that I want to do to it, then we'll go from there. But we're getting close. The label art is done. The scent possibly could be done, but I should be getting it at some point next week for the approval.
All right.
So I'm going to jump in real quick and say what I'm looking forward to before I forget. I'm looking forward to the barrel proof, the duo barrel proof.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the ear razor by Blackland. I'm also looking forward to more towels from Lancaster because I have people I have to buy towels for, Andre. I have people I have to buy towels for. Every single time that Andre puts towels out, I buy towels for people and give them as gifts. So I got a few more people I have to buy towels for, and I try to spread them around. So I'm looking forward to more Lancaster towels. And I know they got back off vacation, so we look forward to seeing those soon. And just today, somebody was actually PM'd me, asking me, and I said, well, they got back from vacation, so I'm sure he's making them.
Nice.
Okay, David, sorry. Go ahead. Or Mel.
Oh, no, Mel. It's actually Mel.
Okay, so I definitely look forward to the Bear Proof. I cannot wait when that comes out. I'm going to do a giveaway on BBS.live and on my YouTube channel, MellyMel Shaves. 2, I look forward to the Blackland razor. And 3, I look forward to getting to know everybody in the wet shaving community. I love you guys. I want us to get closer. Me and Nate, I want to get closer with Nate. I want to get closer with Chris, David, everybody in the wet shaving community.
Like that close?
Fun fact, before I started YouTube, I reached out to several YouTubers. There was only 2 people that actually responded to my email. And that was Christopher David Bailey and Scott, the clean shaver. And Scott, he doesn't do any more YouTuber. He was called the Clean Shaver on YouTube, but Chris reached out to me. He goes, yeah, man, go for it, man. Do it. Do YouTube. And I appreciate that, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I feel like Mel just did a preach.
He did.
I know, man. You know me, I'm very emotional because I enjoy each and every day, and I want the wet shaving community just to love each other, man. That's why I love the videos, because it makes the other person happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So did we get everybody on what you're looking forward to? I'm
David.
sorry. David?
What I'm looking forward to the most, and hopefully we can make it happen sometime in the next few months, the SoCal meetup for the wet shaving community, members of Lather and Blade, people that I'm closest with. California, I believe, is getting close to opening. The COVID numbers in Los Angeles County are plummeting with the mixture of the vaccine and people still kind of holding true to the regulations. Our numbers are dropping crazy, and I'm hoping that sometime in this early summer portion, we could plan to try to get people to fly out here to California. I'll show you guys around, take you to some great food spots, and really just chop it up right here, man.
Yeah, please, David. Before August. Please.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey, David, I just want to try your barbecue, bro. I want to break bread with you, man.
Bro, I got a brisket going on the smoker this weekend, dog.
Actually, real talk. I got family in California, so it won't be a problem, man.
Let's go.
I had a question from a guy reached out to me yesterday, and he's been traditional shaving since 2017. He's tried many different razors. He's still cutting himself. He's still nicking himself. He says the only razor he can use is the Lupo 72. And I gotta ask you all, do you have any suggestions? Because I asked different questions like, what razor. He's tried a number of different razors, and he's just having a rough go, even after all this time. And so I'm wondering if you guys have any thoughts about what you might consider or where you might tweak or try.
You should probably straight razor shave. Maybe. Or what blades?
Could try.
Blades
Be worth a try.
Are you saying he's tried many blades?
Yeah, he's tried a lot. We didn't have a comprehensive conversation, but he led me to believe he's been through a lot of gear. And, that's unusual. You don't usually find people that over that time still suffering from those issues, but I just thought I would put it out there. And
I would say don't give up, man, because everybody has their own journey, and some people take longer to learn, and some people take quicker to learn. So if he really wants to do it, I say don't give up.
Well, maybe he has to just do one pass, or just do with the grain 2 passes. I don't know. Again, you didn't have a detailed conversation with him, but I don't. If he's trying to go against the grain, don't go against the grain. I mean, I
would recommend, instead of using a bunch of different style razors, Blade pairings, I think, is going to be very important for him. Something also people forget to do when they're using DE razors, they neglect that they can stretch their skin also while they're doing DE shaving. So I would definitely recommend maybe reviewing some straight razor shavers and see how they're stretching their skin, but implementing that with a DE shave.
Yeah.
Because he could be an older dude. He could, the skin could be catching a little bit, maybe a little too elastic, a little bit worn down with the years, and it could be pulling along with the hair, causing those skips to be able to cut himself. So I think stretching and try out every single blade he can possibly find, something will work. Unless he's just fucking has something wrong with him to where he just don't get what he's doing. Because you have to find something that works. It's just impossible.
I got another one too. He probably should just buy a carbon because it's the GOAT. So it'll probably get all fixed there. So
let's go.
So Mike D had a question. Well, he actually had a couple. First, he wanted to know how we feel straight razors compared to shavettes in sharpness. And I'll say first, from my perspective, the shavette blades, if assuming you're using a fresh blade, they're almost always by default at least a little bit sharper and more thin at the edge at least. And so I think they feel very, very different, at least as far as sharpness goes. I think there's value in both of them. I think a shavette might potentially teach you to have a little softer touch, because for me, if you make mistakes with shavettes, it results in nicks and cuts a little bit easier than straights, or at least that's been my experience.
Yeah. I've had no interest in using a shavette. I mean, I've never used one actually. I guess the only shavette I've used or that type of razor was the Razorine, and I didn't like it. So I really think that straight razors are just they're more comfortable. I would assume they're more comfortable. And I just have no interest, so I don't know.
Yeah, for me, if I'm going to use something, I'm in my straight razor journey. I mean, if I'm going to use shavette, I'd rather use a straight razor. So I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
If I'm going to use that type of razor, it's going to be a straight razor.
Yeah.
David?
Well, generally speaking, machine blades are going to be sharper than straight razors. They're a thinner gauge metal. They have the ability to just get a little bit finer of an edge on them, so they're going to feel sharper. For me, that's fine. I could use a shavette. They're good. But for me, at this point in my shaving journey, I prefer comfort over super sharp. And a traditional real straight razor will beat out a machine blade in comfort, as long as it's honed by somebody competent, pretty much all the time.
Mike D also wanted to know, would you perhaps make a little change in technique for a blade that's super, super sharp? I would not, other than I would say, I do think, especially with the WEC, which the blade just hangs out there, you have to have a light touch. You can come in hot. You can't be pressing it on your face. It cuts the hairs easily. And if you come in at a steep angle at all, it will leave a line. There's no, sometimes straights will let you get away with a little move like that, but like a WEC, it just won't allow it. And that's the only technical thing that I would change is that light touch, finesse with the shavette. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
No.
Well, having not used them, I guess you wouldn't.
Well,
Yeah, for me, I can't answer that because I'd rather use straight.
I would. That makes sense. I see that those just they freak me. Shavettes freak me out. I guess I would use what is it?
If I'm going to use a shavette, I'd rather use a DE.
Yeah, the WEC. Yeah, I might try the WEC, but I don't know. I just like the.
We don't have a shavette crowd here.
Yeah.
Well, the first 2 years of shaving, I was using a shavette exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
Which was?
It was just a regular barber style one. It used DE blades. I actually have, I believe differently than like we've seen Anthony Esposito say that he feels that they're completely different. I have actually always encouraged people to try shavettes because with the shavette, I was able to develop that light touch. So I have that light touch with every razor that I use, whether it's DE, whether it's a Chevette now, single edge, or traditional straight razor. My touch is super light. I don't come in at any particular angle. I wouldn't say that I'm kind of haphazardous with the way that I approach my face with the razor, but it's never a concern about catching myself. It's just not a fear of mine because I did develop my technique with a Chevette. They will bite if you come in crazy.
I have noticed that when you're using a razor, there's a very light touch, and especially coming across like this, it's a pick, pick, pick. It's a very, very light touch. You can hear it. It's lightly on your skin. There's good finesse in there. You can see it when you use it. So I definitely noticed that. The last question Mike had was, any thoughts about stropping on pace? And I will say I have not stropped on pace because I just do whatever work is necessary on the stone. So
I dabbled with the paste one time. It was back when my edges were shitty anyways. It felt shitty after the paste too. So I haven't tried it now that, generally speaking, my edges are pretty good. I haven't tried it again since.
Okay, for me, I only got one strop, and it's the one that I got from Razor Emporium, and I've been very fortunate. The two people that have did my edge was Magic Mike. Magic Mike, I love you, bro, and Max Prepper.
Nate?
Yeah, I had what was it? What's like the crayon? Is that the paste, the crayon thing that you put on the?
Yeah, the Chrome Wax.
So I used that my first journey with straight razor shaving, and basically I was told to use it, and I think that's the main reason why I was getting crappy shaves, and my edges were just.
You was using it too much.
So when I was getting back into it, talking to David, talking to Magic Mike, talking to some other guys, they're like, you don't need to use that. I tossed that right in the fucking trash. So yeah. I would say if my edges are that dull, I'm just going to get them honed. Like I'm not going to try to bring them back to get 5 more shaves. There's no point. So
Shady said, don't forget to email Mel turned down my soap at SoSharp. So for the razor company, again, we want to thank the razor company for once again providing some giveaways. For this giveaway, this is a deep cut. This is a deep cut. You're going to have to been around for a while for this one. So nobody may not win this one.
Oh.
And we may have to have another topic. And the first one that we see and agree on will be the winner. This is for the $20 gift card courtesy of the razor company. And it is, what was the name of MellyMel's first shaving channel?
That's easy.
I know it.
That's one.
I know it. So we'll see if anybody else knows it. Somebody might know it, but
somebody has to know it. Somebody has to.
I'm disappointed if no one.
Mike
Magic Mike!
Magic Mike!
Magic Mike gets it. Warhawks World.
Right away.
Magic Mike is such a fucking nerd, man. I love Magic Mike.
I'm surprised he knew that because honestly, I wouldn't have expected Magic Mike to know that one.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, wow.
Magic Mike wasn't. I mean, I know Magic Mike, like all of us, checked out all the YouTubers' old videos too. So
Magic Mike is he's young, but he's in the story. He knows his stuff.
Andre said cougar shaves.
I'll never shake that cougar.
Wow. You know, Shady's usually good on these quick trivia, but tonight he struck out.
Yeah.
He didn't have it. He wasn't.
It's getting close to his bedtime, Chris. He gets a little sleepy. He's a little older now. He gets a little worn down, so his trigger finger is just not there.
Lord Shady says, good news is that Magic Mike will get his winnings this time.
Yeah, I know we're getting past that hour mark. If anybody has any questions they want answered, right now is the time to actually submit them right now. Because we have no.
I don't have any question panel, sadly. So put them in the comments and ask any questions you got, because we'll wrap in probably 10 minutes at the most.
Yeah, I got some Mortal Kombat to watch.
Yep, I got to watch that too. I didn't watch it when I get home. It's about to go down.
Mike says we're going to have to get the new Shan. So, yeah, if you like, again, think in the realm of Acquadigio, light. It's very nice. I like it. I'm going to smell it.
Magic Mike, are you sure you don't want to buy the Trafalgar T3 from the razor company?
Yeah.
I think they'll deliver.
He don't need
You
to.
can get that.
He want it from me.
Hey, Mel, how many of those
Put on
damn
some of
brushes
his
do you
Slant.
have?
I got 4 right now. I got 4 right now. Just ready to be shipped.
Nice.
Why do you have so many of them?
He bought stock.
Because I want to give because they got a satellite office here in Pensacola. You didn't know that?
Yeah, it's Mel's house.
No, I just want to give away. That's all. That's the reason why.
That's cool, man. Hey, dude, you guys are some of the most fucking generous people I've ever met, man. So everybody appreciates y'all.
Hey, so Mel, who's
Thank
this?
you, Simp 82.
Who's Ian again? Is Ian's new? Did he subscribe to your? It's Ian, right? He
Yeah,
subscribed to your
Ian.
channel?
Ian's new to my. He's a new subscriber to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you. He's Slant82, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. He's just getting into the hobby. He's really enjoying it.
Nice, man.
He did do a comment earlier on saying, "You guys are going to get me in trouble with buying all these soaps." And it's like, well, sorry, dude. You got into the hobby.
It's all good, man.
No one
Ian,
gets-
you're gonna have fun with these soaps.
No one gets in the hobby to save money.
That's what we're doing out here, man. We're buying soaps.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Sefferton Shaves? Yeah. Has he been here the whole time? I don't recall.
Dude, I have not seen Sefferton comment the whole
I
night.
think he's
Dude.
been
no,
laying
no.
low.
He's commented. I've seen it.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been half stepping. Raza. So, how many times did Raza ask tonight what our favorites was, or
I saw. I didn't say. I didn't see
at least
favorite.
one?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, the what was it? Night Music versus Rome.
Hey, where
I
are the
like
booby
it.
tassels at, Nate?
They're over. I still have them.
I like it. Raza's always interested in sort of figuring out what everybody likes, so he can kind of make his decisions. He wants to know the best of the best.
No,
Oh,
I
those
love
are Shannon's.
Hey, Raza, I got that witch hazel, that orange witch hazel.
We
That's
need that
crazy.
double-sided tape.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. Oh, by the way, everyone, if you're not following BBS Live, I know a lot of you guys are. Mel and I are legit, like, unless we lost some followers just from being on here, I don't know. But but we are 2 away from 1,200, so that would be really nice to get to 1,200 but it seems like most of the people are already following.
Yeah, most people here follow us.
Yeah, so damn it. But we'll
Hey, but Chris gets a lot of views on the YouTube channel,
That's
so it's
true.
good to
That's
actually
true.
shout
Yeah.
that out. So do follow BBS Live if you guys are on Instagram. You're probably watching this on YouTube at this point. Check them out, bbs.live on Instagram.
Thank you.
I think that's Brian there, and he said, "I seriously cannot believe this is my life now."
Hey,
It's
Brian,
fine.
keep talking shit. We're going to start boycotting Shannon's.
Yeah, Mike, I have not.
Don't say boycott. I don't
Oh,
want
God.
to have that again.
I didn't say boycott the first time, and we still got
That's true. That's true.
Hey, but David, we were talking earlier about how the community can basically, if they like an artisan, the artisan will blow up. And I know that Chris with Shannon's was trying to get everyone on Shannon's for years. Finally, it hit where a lot of influencers, YouTubers, whatever, I know YouTubers are influencers, but really got on Shannon's. And now it seems like no one can buy Shannon's because they're sold out. So it is crazy how things can change where it's just like,
Yeah.
now Shannon's is like, everyone's loving their soap. So it's really cool to see. So
Yeah, YouTube and Instagram is big, man.
Chris
You're right.
did not stop. Chris finally.
Oh, that's
I mean-
Shannon. That's not Brian. She said
Oh.
she was saying, "I can't believe this is my life now."
Oh,
Maybe it
Shannon,
means
you
she's
could,
making soaps nonstop.
Shannon, you could say whatever you want then. I thought it was Brian. Brian needs to shut up. You could say whatever
Yeah,
you want, Shannon.
we're always exchanging pleasantries.
Lavender, lemongrass is. I love that scent.
That's bum. I can't believe they're almost going to get rid
Oh
of
yeah, Angora. I have a soap I'm using tomorrow, and they just released one, or getting ready to release this one. I think I have it over here somewhere. Called
Hey, dude.
Olympus.
Hey, dude, Angora, if they get once they get those alcohol splashes, they're gonna be killing it, dude. Because that soap is damn good.
It
Their
is.
scents are nice. I have the high roller and their lavender one. Mel, you have to get that lavender from Angora. It is
Okay.
fantastic, bro.
Angora.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Oh, I've never heard that one. Angora.
Hangover.
I'm going to have it for a giveaway after I just scoop some out. I'm going to use it and give it away probably tomorrow or video Sunday. The Midnight Lavender. It is a nice lavender. Yeah.
Okay,
Very
cool.
nice.
I'll check it out.
David, you think Mel's going to purchase that? He didn't even want to purchase your set.
No.
I like lavender though, Nate.
See, I'm
should have put
convinced.
some lavender in here, David.
Yeah,
I'm convinced that Mel really doesn't like us. He'll only talk to you, so he doesn't really like the rest of us. I just accept that. I'm okay with that. That's fine. You know, just he only likes Nate, and you know that's where we're at.
Hey. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go to each person and give you your closing thoughts of the evening before we wrap for today, starting with Mel.
All right. First of all, hey, I just want to say it's always a pleasure and an honor just to have conversations with you guys and with the weight shaving community. Because let me tell you something, I see death every day at my job. And I hope I could be inspiration to you guys to enjoy each and every day. So I enjoy my moments with you guys. I really do. And I don't mean to be emotional, but I love you guys, man. I do.
Love you too, brother.
Appreciate that, Mel. Love you, dog.
David.
Hey, man, it's been a crazy time over the last year. I think things are getting better. I've had a blast with all you guys, man. Just thank you guys for everything. Thank you for supporting Real Talk. Thank you for supporting BBS Live. All the content that we create, whether it be on YouTube, the Lather and Blade Facebook group, here on IG, man. I fucks with y'all, man. I love the community. Thank you guys. And let's keep on rolling, man. I know people are starting to go back to work. Let's keep the momentum up, though.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you artisans, by the way. Go ahead. Who come back? But go ahead, Mel. Gee whiz, I can't. No sense Skeletor.
First of all, thank you for having.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for having us again. This is our second time on. Thank you guys for watching all of Mel and my offshoot lives that we have. I think we have 6 right now. I know we did the Thirsty Thursday last night. We're planning on doing more. I think we said last night we have in the future Peter and Shane from Blackland. And actually, we're thinking about potentially, if they're down with it, having them both together on Thirsty Thursday. And I think that would be really cool. But we'll see. But it's a
Pete
blast.
is a lot to handle if you get a glass of Chablis in him.
Yeah,
so
and we know that Shane loves his bourbon too, so it could be crazy. So, but everything's a blast. Mel and I are really gonna try to keep it strong up until my wife gives birth in August.
Benjamin Frederick Douglass is coming, baby.
I'm sorry. Lord Shady said, let's get Shane from The Walking Dead.
But yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you guys. It's all a blast. Mel and I have been doing it a little over a year now, and it just keeps on getting better. So thank you guys.
First of all, thank you all for joining us once again. We appreciate that. We appreciate you all stepping in. I know you just did a show last night. And thank you to all the people who keep coming back every week. I know there's a lot of artisans and busy people out there that are taking a break and they could be doing something else. So we really appreciate your time. And also the folks who will watch this whole hour and a half on YouTube, we thank you as well. And please, again, make sure if you're on Instagram, you check out BBS Live. And keep in mind that Sepperton Shaves and Nate, when they get on YouTube, you're going to want to follow them. Mel has a channel called MellyMel Shaves. SoSharpDavid, also on YouTube. And, of course, mine is IAMCDB.
Hey, Chris, any thoughts about potentially having time on a Thursday for you and David to hop on BBS Live for maybe like an hour?
Yeah, I'm sure at some point
potentially,
we can schedule it.
Because we've been on here twice on Real Talk, so we could at least have you guys on for, I know.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
I know we go on for 3 hours, so you guys don't have to be on for that long, but, maybe for an hour, crossover. So,
Shady said, someone please help Rob tomorrow.
Hey, Chris is going to really have to drink his coffee and take his vitamins because it's going to be way past his bedtime.
I got to take the Geritol. For that one. Anyway, Thank you all. We really do appreciate you. That's not lip service. All of us appreciate you. All of us wish you all the best. Until next time, God bless.
Later, guys and gals.